Let's go. About by flame. Did it is alright, sure. And they already had Master Volume, they're insane. Save and quit. I guess I quit settings, I hope, right? And not just quitting completely. Alright, good. Let's see, alright, has all of it. Alright. It should be VSync by default, I think I checked. I think it should. I was checking if you need some sort of mods and stuff for this one, but I guess not. That didn't seem like it. But run fine. Alright, let's see. Switch it nice. Alright. Ooh. It's the button to go back. Alright, no. No Vulcans here, brother. It's only PP guy. Always PP guy. Some hobo. Insane customization choices, alright. The Zoomer PP guy. Wait, modify. Bruh. Oh, okay, modify does this modifier, I see. Hey, good morning. Nice buttons there. Some anime soundtrack there, dude. Alright, fine, let's go. You know, I heard there is some amazing game design decisions, just like in Forks and Man, right? So I think we're not gonna go for any higher difficulties, because that game design with the with unskippable cutscenes and the lack of checkpoints in the end make me kind of mad. But I think we're gonna be norming it up. Yeah, about that stuff.
I doubt I shall ever forget the strange series of events that led to my meeting young Vulcan. The peoples of the world had been fearfully whispering about the Ice Lords for the past 10 years, though of course, they had been present long before then. The Deadwalker army, an endless horde of undead creatures under the Ice Lord's command, swept down from the mountains in the north, annihilating all resistance on the continent. Each battle only served to swell their ranks with the defeated dead, and the bloodless world seemed ready to sink into an endless ice age, where there would be no place for the living. There were a few who still tried to stand against the invaders. The elves, who had hitherto remained neutral, and the Red Scribes, a small group of scholars who believed their knowledge might be able to tip the scales. The Scribes had recently engaged the services of a group of mercenaries known as the Freeborn Blades, a renowned company who would become even more so after these events. The Blades were to protect them while they performed a ritual which was intended to change the course of the war.
The elves as usual, man. We're just gonna hide until it all goes away. Classic. Everything is fucked. Now we're just gonna go and hide. And we
Great
see some like
scouts.
near stuff
Home
there.
from 50 yards away. So here we are. And just think, the captain wanted me to stay and set up camp. I didn't join the Freeborn Blades to snap pots and do their trades. But he knows that. He knows his men, and he knows his powder master hates just hanging around. Setting up camp. Now that's what I call being useful. I honestly believe we stay out this damn war till the end. Well, looks like the end just showed up. The Ice Lords have really done it this time. All of Vertiel is on the brink. Nothing will stop the Deadwalkers. Soon there won't be a town left to fall back to, or even a tavern where you can spend your pay. There's no one left to turn back this filthy, stinking tide, if it were even possible. Let's hope our beloved employers can deliver on their promises. If their big ritual thing doesn't pan out, we're all gonna be left standing here with our asses hanging out. A bunch of chatty priests playing Sorcerer's Apprentice against 7 immortal mages. Sounds great. Anyhow, you have to fight fire with fire, so they say. Damn, they're here already. I better warn the others fast.
I see. The two worlds, that one is in the list. That one I think I already got a while ago. To get there. And the Toad Magic. I'm gonna get rate limited everywhere, dude. They just need to get the rate limit on TikTok, dude. That's gonna actually save the humanity, probably, you know. Like 600 seconds of videos. That's like, you know, 300 videos and you're done. And you can't watch anymore. They should work on that. They should work on that. He's a bit PP again. Has the guide even. Don't think they need to snipe something still, but whatever. 60 FPS on PC. I need some NASA PC there. Not sure if that will even help though. We'll see if it will even run. That's the main stuff. Search who? The Rock? Son, alright. Ingredients come in handy for upgrading your pieces of equipment and making consumable items, alright. Some Diablo level loot piles there. Up that way. Interesting, alright. There's some hotkeys right there.
Hey, enjoy your stroll? Get over here and tell me about it.
I waited a bit, dude. I'm looting some rocks.
By the looks of you, I'm guessing it wasn't just a quiet stroll. So, what did you see?
The Deadwalkers are already close. I got one of their scouts.
God damn it, Vulcan! I've told you 100 times. Recon means observing and reporting, not charging in and fighting without thinking.
I didn't want him to alert all of the others before we were ready for them.
But what if they'd have killed you? Then you wouldn't have been able to alert us before they were ready to attack us. Think for a second. God's blood. We have to get ready for them. Now that you've finally got your arse back over here, you can prepare some traps. Get Peeler to help you place them around the temple. That'll give us some time, and we'll hear them coming.
Yes, sir, Captain.
And if you have questions, you know where to find me.
Sure. I know we have questions, brother.
The way you're standing there looking like a kid waiting for sweeties tells me you have a question. Oh, come on then. Out with it.
Anything else I can do, apart from waiting for the hobblers to come knocking on the temple doors?
You could go and search the area. Nobody's coming back to collect what they left here. Or you could go and check inside. See if our adorable employers need a hand. Or a neck rub.
This isn't the ideal place to get trapped by the Deadwalkers. Do we have an escape plan?
If you think I dragged us to the top of this mountain without figuring out how to get back down, laddie, you're not going to be commanding troops anytime soon. It's true they're early, but the plan stays the same. We have to hold this position until the dozy bastards are done with their chanting. What comes after that is my concern until I tell you.
I was only asking, sir. I guess we could just hold our noses and chop our way out through them?
Don't count on it. If the Deadwalkers are already here, it means Bastion has fallen. It's just away to the west, and that means we get stuffed by a whole siege battalion. There'll be hobblers, specters, spewers, maybe even a juggernaut if the gods have decided to stick it all the way in. The gods, or the Ice Lords.
So juggernauts really exist? I've never seen one.
Well, I have, and I'd rather not have to see another. I worked in Amorkine for a couple of years. A huge fortress with walls as high as 10 men. Those things tore the place down with their bare hands. There were 2 of them, maybe 3. The fortress fell in a single night.
Yeah, something you're gonna be fighting later, probably.
There's something creepy about our employers.
I shouldn't have to remind you of the Freeborn Blades Code. You don't ask questions about a paying customer. And of course they're strange. It doesn't take a genius to figure out they're more than just wise men seeking knowledge. But so far, the only thing that's bothering me is their insistence on performing their ritual in this god's forsaken temple.
I guess
Hey,
this
Doxel,
is
good
the only
morning.
place they could do it. Or maybe
How
they
we
just
doing?
don't want to die without company. The whole thing stinks of mass suicide to me.
Ah, give it a rest, lad. Damn. I probably should have got them to pay in advance.
I'll go, Captain.
And we go. Good. A location map. Alright, that we found. Quick map, find where you have without having to pause the action. Alright, that we got. That's the whole menu. Sure. Over the sprint. More rocks. Got the best type of container, I tell you.
Hey, Vulcan.
Can't talk to you right now.
Let's see. Sidog shall I say? Going too far.
3 months without a chance to
On
spend.
the way to Dinks Dreams, I see. Happens, I guess.
I heard those red scribes can go for days without eating. Seems they live on books. Me, I prefer food.
10 explosive traps. Alright, sure. A bag menu, exploding trap, and reusable items. Alright, sure. That we can. Potatoes and biodiesel. Insane.
You'll figure it out.
Quite the dreams right there, huh? The action RPG with Gigasword instead of stick, probably. Well, I mean, I guess, like,
The power is
you
not
can
in
count almost all Spider's RPG as such. That's why later they kind of went full action, I guess. Because RPG part still was kind of getting a little debatable for some people. But the action part was pretty much always good, huh?
The captain said we.
This guy. Well, first we need to give you
Hey,
the
Peter,
stuff.
lend me a hand, will you? We've got to prepare the area before it gets overwhelmed with walking corpses. These are a few treats to welcome our buddies, the Deadwalkers. Booby trap all the access points, and try not to blow yourself up.
Don't sweat it, I can handle it.
I'm not kidding. If you lose an arm, it's gonna be my ass that gets blamed. Everything okay, Buffalo?
Yeah, I wish those goddamn mobile corpses would just attack. I hate all this hanging around.
Ballsy
You
much.
don't seem too upset that the Deadwalkers are coming for us.
It's not the first time we've faced the Deadwalkers, and considering what's going on, we knew that one day, sooner or later, we'd have to deal with their main force. It's not like there are a lot of us to stand against them. I just hope we can put up a good fight before they kill us.
What do you think of our employers?
Interesting prospects.
You know very well it's not up to us to decide, but I think they're a bunch of scrotums. They're convinced they can win this war with a few books. And while they're busy doing their stupid research, we have to watch their asses. But that's the job. It's not like we had any choice.
Bad logic too? Nope. I played the regional either. Huh?
Do you have any clue why the scribes wanted to gather here?
At some point.
I don't know. At least we can be sure of one thing. It wasn't for the beautiful scenery. I heard them mumbling about an invoking chamber. That's what they came here to find. I guess it must be important to them.
They say you can't be killed. Is that true?
Sometimes you're so gullible it's almost charming. That's just a story they tell to new recruits.
Still, you've been in the Blades a hell of a long time, and you're still in one piece.
That doesn't mean anything. Sure, I've been lucky. I can handle myself, and I guess I'm smart enough to know when to fall back. So, sure, I ain't bought it yet, but my turn will come.
See you later.
Alright. Now, let's get them drops in. Let's get a weird place to put it there. Yeah, I mean, maybe they'll be climbing. I don't know. Shouldn't you just do it with the road, eh? see this way. Sure. Fine.
The hobblers are coming now.
The temple section. Oh, we could go in there.
Drive them back! We must hold the Esplanade!
Didn't know I could. Oh, now you're gonna show me this. A warrior combat style. Space left control to parry attacks. Hold space left control down while moving to continue to face your adversary. Alright. Space parry, alright, sure. Quick attacks, area attacks. Charge and area attack. Mir, charge in the area attack. Some. Yes. That's the block.
Oh, shite! Here come more of them!
Seal that I say. Due to the shield, eh? Q to push back your adversaries and break the guard. I see. Can I just push him out though? Aww. Well, the super kick is the way to go so far. Yeah, quite chunky, I would say. The crossbow. I go there eventually anyway, alright, fine. Crossbow hurts, sounds good, huh? Alright, that's the lock target, sure. Switch with the scroll wheel. Oh, he kind of shot completely different the way there. Oh, they got into the trap, nice. Oh, I guess target lock sometimes is nice. What are these guys doing? He's swinging. You got. I want to parry that. Got a big boy. Ja, det är big boy.
through walls.
Nope. Sword gets them though, seems like. It's a close approach here. Yeah, this AoE attack is weird. Can you kick them? Kick the ghost then. Insane bullying. Sometimes they don't get staggered though.
You go see how Buffalo is getting along with the scribes. He's meant to be guarding their invoking chamber.
Huh? But Captain...
Get out of here! And go find Pila for me while you're gone. I'll give you butt, Captain. Right. Are you coming or what?
In the Vulcan chamber. No, that's him. The plebbies. Where are the plebbies? Hey, Silk. Dagger style, alright. I'm more active, huh? Change combat style in the top in the tactical maybe, alright. That's the recovery. Now you already told me the important stuff. There was some crit stuff there. Potion. The style are gonna be using both probably. Seems good. And that look too nice. Didn't pick this loot though. For the super stealth, let's see, alright. The hotkeys are way too dang though. Oh, not even one shot, alright. Hot lucky. Be the game, well, we're getting started. Hard to say. So far, so good, huh? Yeah, it seems like against this guy, you kinda want the chonker mode, huh? Because otherwise you can't really get through the shield. Come here. Sure will be faster that way. Ow. I can switch quite fast too, but not sure. Get the loot. Level 2. Yeah, let's see. Warrior and Ranger there. I do be of a liking of Ranger though. Attack, strong attack, I guess, yeah. 2 quick windmills. So enemies, they can charge it. Powerful kicker that you can upgrade them. Critical hits knock over weak enemies. What's the parry stance? And it does parry attacks from behind. Yeah, so Steel Rising was the last one. Faster recovery, parries attacks from behind, parries attacks from the side. Let's see. And more time to counterattack. And just HP. Health regen. Let's see. Alright, what's in the Ranger? And the super stealth. Faster movement, detection on this, like less detection, I guess. Alright. The arc got delayed. Wait again. Or is it the previous one? There already was some stuff about it there. Dirty Axis again. Wait, the arc, you mean like the remaster or the arc 2? I'll move more quickly while parrying. Sprinting in range and sense only combat. Our reflexes. Superhuman dodge. More time to repose. What's the superhuman dodge? Oh yeah, this one also. Series of attack, alright. The remaster, alright. The remaster and early access, bro. I mean, they're doing the classic experience there, full on. You can go through the whole of early access again. That seems kind of useful. Interesting, alright. Still seems kind of useful in general. In the Spiders games, it is quite useful usually. Fine, let's go for it. We have 2 points, alright. More discretion. Pretty easy to pick up. Well, I mean, it depends what you want to do with it, you know. It depends on what you want to do with it. Video blueprint project, I see. Yeah, I think if you want something dink with it, it's probably not as simple. And again, if it opens you the access to like more like high fidelity stuff, you know, and everything, all the beautiful dang graphics and stuff. I guess they want to go with that. For remaster though, I'm not sure. for remaster, I'm really not sure. Like, they literally need to make one map first. Probably, and I guess since they're also gonna be rolling out all the DLCs and stuff over time, they don't even need all the like dinosaurs, all the stuff that was other than DLCs. They just need to recreate, you know, the very first thing. Yeah, the shooter game still. Let's see, Ultan, let's see, alright. Outside the blueprint is not even a really good touching it, I guess. True, so true. Well, that will help, I guess, with the, how we call, the appeal of the game nowadays. People do really like that voice acting. That's why I feel like a lot of publishers are now just like getting at least a little bit of voice acting, at least in the beginning of the game, you know, to get the hook. To get the hook in. And they do be really trying, at least. Upgrading equipment, alright. Upgrade every piece of gear you own in the equipment menu. Give you the components that could be useful to you. Hitter Musk, hello. Here, for example, now that you know, we are kinda the persona non grata in the world as a whole country. Yeah, we have like the whole collectives of people basically now doing the voice acting for games. Like, you know, like the fun-made voice acting sorta. Yeah, they're raising money with like, you know, crowdfunding, like the Kickstarter type of stuff. And they raise a lot. Like, people really do want that shit. Can you actually like hide from them like this? You can. Well, they probably reset though, I would assume. Oh, now they see you. Oh, Forever Sky, the one that is a Subnautica button in the air. Where are you looking? What are you doing? That's a long combo there. The ghost. Preferred over Subnautica even, alright. Is there no lock on there? There is actually, I'm just kind of like forgetting to use it. There's one more icon somewhere, no? Wasn't there? Did I loot everything? Thought there was some more loot around. The one-armed guys lost their arm, yeah. Hard to say. That's the one of the brand of undead. They all armless there, huh? Damn, Juliana, damn. Got him. True. You decide where you go in Termosk? Turkey or Germany? We're still in progress.
I love you guys.
Shit, Trolliano, thank you, man. Welcome back to the dungeon, Sook. Thank you, sir. Thank you, Trolliano. Thank you, man. Appreciate a lot. I see, Sook, I see. That's nice, that's nice. Yeah, that one I wouldn't mind playing too. Maybe I'll get there. Well, this week mostly gonna be like Dune Spice Wars, and we'll see. I might pick some other stuff up too. Yeah, that was the Trapo there, huh? France for you? Damn, son. Well, France currently also doesn't sound like the greatest of places to visit, but I mean, yeah, no. France is actually giving good Schengen visas for us, so that might be a good idea.
Hey, Vulcan! I need some help here. There's too many of them, and I got this stupid scribe under my feet.
You, Scribe. Get back to the chamber with the others. Can't protect you if you keep wandering around.
Ghost. Oh, I level up too. Get him. Siege Pavilion, alright. Copium? That must not probably.
Thanks.
I would still go to
You
TwitchCon
don't
if I had the
appreciate that jerk when
opportunity.
got you killed.
No shit. Next time be more careful, okay? I talked with the captain. He wants to see.
Wait, the fucking insurrection here. Do I care about some protests? Where'd this guy go though? What level is that? And 3 more. So moving to, for now, Georgia is planned. We plan the Georgia for now. And not the whole country being on fire? Nah, not the whole, I think. That's like everywhere, Doxel. That's like everywhere. That, I think, is pretty much everywhere. We live in the basement. That'll be that easy, Julian. That'll be that easy. Also, taking my friend with me, so that's 2 of us there. And there'll be a 3rd one waiting. Yeah, that's the problem, Julian. That's the problem. And yeah, not that simple. That won't be that simple to move somewhere. There would be a lot of options. But it ain't easy, sadly. Though what needs you? That's the problem. And like going into some more conventional way to work, right? Like some game dev or something. I don't really want to yet. Like if streaming will go to shit completely, then there'll be no choice. But I'd rather try to make it work. Well, I mean, it does work already. I try to make it work better. Let's see, Julia. Let's see. Yeah, that's pretty much how it is. In terms of monies and stuff, Termask, I mean, kind of true, yeah. Kind of true. I mean, you probably would, but you would need to have to make more compromises, you know, with your inner compass. In terms of what kind of art you want to make and everything. That's usually what I see. Well, they get a work visa and stuff, yeah. Problem is, like, with my stuff, mostly it's really hard to get work visas because, like, I kind of like going for the job openings that are, like, easier to fill with the local candidates. As you that I see. At some point, I wouldn't mind. Commit to Fury porn. Well, I mean, yeah, you're gonna make a hell of money there. That's for sure. Now we start with that stuff. Start with Georgia. It's kind of cheap. It's pretty easy in terms of visa, as in, like, you don't need anything, basically, for a year. And then you just need to travel, you know. Well, like, Turkey is, like, bus ride away from where we were gonna be. So you can just go for a shopping tour there. And then return and stay. Your track record of making weird deals, let's see what I see. Well, if they would be providing the work visas and stuff, I would. That I would. Then I would. Yeah, that's the main problem. It's all about the visas, man, with everything. I go to Serbia too, I don't mind. At some point, maybe. Georgia is also really good in terms of taxes, because only 1% for anything IT related. And like internet and everything related, you know. That's a good tax, I say. Yeah, it's 1%, and it's easy to start a company and stuff too. The Massive from Norway. It was Bulldog, or is Bulldog Swedish? I don't remember actually. Like, I'm not sure about like super massive. There are some, but yeah, I'm not sure about very massive. Anyway, still show me level up. Oh, because we have this too. Ooh, I see. What XP? That's my gem. Lucky. He's from Sweden. I see. All right. Well, I mean, there is Newt, obviously. Newt, I think at this point probably is the most popular one, especially after the OTK collab and everything. I would say. Ooh, the weight limits, I see. That is already not very poor. 60 enemies, 30 points. I'm gonna save points then. Yeah, Georgia is quite easy to move in, pretty low taxes, and stay there for a while with no visas and stuff. So that's what we're aiming for. You can order laptop. Fucking prices already started rising. I need to manage to do everything before it's too dank.
As long as I can hear them mumbling, everything is okay. One of those dead things managed to get as far as here, but I killed it before it could interrupt them.
That's good news. Captain's holding the front entry, Hawk's on the west wing, I got the east. I've got to move on. And, you might want to check inside the invoking room. We just came across some specters. Those things can go straight through walls, and they might get in there without asking you first.
Is that so?
I'm making it big in the war because they run out of the money before doing so. Yeah, I think like content creation, like, you know, being an entrepreneur in countries with very high taxes and prices is not that comfortable. Let's put it that way. I remember some like from the old times, and some of them just basically abandoned that and you know, graduated and just went to some office work or something. See, Julia, I see. Probably Old Town, probably, or close to it. In my case, for sure. It's probably like month in Norwegian McDonald's will be like the year of my income. I wouldn't even be surprised. Especially if you take taxes, you know, for my income and stuff too. Go in. Nice direction there. Archer shoots through his friends too. I don't like that. Rather, time to go. Jump forward. Nope. Shit like that. Cost of living is much higher, so balances out. Yeah, true. Well, I think you're probably still gonna be like fine, as in, you know, you will still be getting enough to live a okay life, I guess. Your cogs. I would assume. Let's see. Good luck, man. Good luck. Hope it will help. The buff is coming. Not the loot. Got it, $50 monthly for electricity. Yeah. That sounds about right.
I love you guys.
Shit, in fact, so welcome back to the dungeon. Thank you, sir. Thank you, man. Thank you, thank you. Appreciate a lot. How we doing, man? Usually an SC. Only 5 a month. They're like 8, I think. per month. But you have a lot of shit working, like because of the fucking lags, because of the monitors. I have like TV on for half of the stream too. See what I say. Well, I mean, it do be like that. Side effects and that stuff might get kind of nasty.
Retreat! Everyone fall back to the invoking room, and fast!
It's usually what I say. Yeah, move here. You probably don't really want to. But I mean, depends what you do, what you want to do. If you just work a regular job, then, I mean, there's no difference really. If you just live a regular person's life, there is absolutely no difference. It's us working with the wasted everything suffering, mostly. And that's usually what I say. A regular person life is Gigapog. I mean, the older I get, the more appealing it looks. And not gonna lie, way less stressful and way more lucrative. But we ain't looking for easy ways out. That's where we're gonna use some trapos and stuff. Come here. Collect everything there. Didn't really check much. Yeah, this place, sorry. You're a big boy. Hold it. Oh, the range, alright. For the charge. The other beds, oh, that's probably plenty. Absolutely. There's always a lot of different ones. I need to find what works for you. Normal life do be kinda less and less boring the older you get. Tell you that. Tell you that. It's like going to the summer house and you already start just appreciating that, you know. Having some proper day off and just chilling, eating some barbecue, drinking beer and stuff. Which I mean is doable with a not so regular life too. But more annoying. What other factors? The interrupting. Yeah, buying the kitchen utensils, yep. That also happens for sure. I mean, excited when you like got some good grocery shopping for a nice price. That feels good. A super nice grocery discounter nearby. My favorite place in the world now. It always feels good.
Concentrate. We almost have it.
Well now, that must be the 5th time I heard him say that. This stupid ritual is taking too goddamn long. Oh, shit. Here come the hobblers.
See Trilliana, nice, nice.
Are you going to be alright?
True dog still true.
I'm fine. Worry about those dead walkers.
Are you hurt, Buffalo?
For now, we just have to protect the bride.
Not gonna interrupt them now with the shield now. Oh yeah, we can go ham now, holy shit. Might be not worth really. Can get Archer out. Those with no shields we get out. At least that's some more. Yeah, you kick, I hit. Kick. Don't want to switch for the kick. And then Saint stab inside. You do that.
Something is wrong. The catalyzer shouldn't do that.
The cake for breakfast. Yeah, it's not bad, eh? Why not? This is kind of like the Italian type of breakfast. Let's eat some sweets in the morning, why not? Start the day with the positive, eh?
Stay away from my daughter.
Okay, the same to be honest myself. I just eat something small and sweet. I'm not eating some super dink food in the morning.
I shall not let thy weakness be our downfall.
Super demon mode. Strong sword too, all of a sudden. A strange power invaded you. Now use the powers of the flame. Tactical menu. Orb fire and a burning weapon. A burning weapon sounds good, huh? Alright, you know what? Let's get the archers out. Whoa. Alright, should do that first. DB Erten. The club enemies will one shot, yeah. Good. Get the potion there. No. Switch. Stubby stub. Not one shot, but yeah, that would be. This guy be damaging. And he probably gonna summon more anyway. I can actually break it completely, kinda. Why the archers? All over the place. He hits them too, so that's good. Okay, should we go into this? Good jump there. Flying on those arms, huh? Bro. Do this. Got the powers. I should recharge the fire there. Rule. There's pee poo there. Said no one left. And it's supposed to be like the whole siege battalion there or something.
How did I do that? Captain, I think it's time we talked about a promotion.
We don't have time for this, Vulcan. We need to move out before the
Thanks,
rest of them
son.
get here.
Priorities.
The passes are probably crawling with them already.
There's a passage to the other side of the mountain. It will lead us to the swamp.
The swamp? Oh, that sounds fun. Hey, did anybody see what I just did to that huge fucking monster? I mean, seriously. I fried that thing. I saved our asses, and you're all just, hey, what's for lunch?
I said shut it, Vulcan.
Nothing out of the ordinary. Yeah, there's some Ipiku boy. Alright. Yeah, then we're also gonna be fighting later then, I guess.
Thou hast fled.
What the?
Thou didst hold the power to face the necromancers, yet thou didst flee.
I had no choice.
No choice? Hast thou even thought of choosing? Thou art fled like a thief, and thou hast left me, the shadow of myself, trapped here in this prison.
I did not create this situation. I'm not even sure I understand what has happened.
The hour for questions is past. Thou must act. It is I who will suffer for thy cowardice. I who will pay for thine fault. I who will face extinction. And if I must die, if the flame is extinguished, our world will die as well.
I will not let the flame die. I am in a war against these necromancers, and at last I have the power to fight them.
What dost thou hope to accomplish in this ridiculous human shell? As it is now, it is useless to us. The flame is not a toy for muling infants. It exists to reign. Its power must not be stolen from thee. We must reconquer the world heart as swiftly as we may.
Hey, Vulcan, enough of your daydreaming. Move your ass, huh?
Buffalo.
Flashbacks. Generic the main characters. Well, you have the character creator there, so I guess that's, you know, the payment for that. I mean, look at Elix. That's some dang character there. At least it's kind of like lore friendly.
Vulcan, you hear me?
That's how they did that.
Huh? Yeah, I hear you. My head feels like a bomb went off in it.
Well, shake it off. We're still not at the end of this stinking swamp, and I'm not gonna carry you all the way to the village.
Anyway, how come Hawk isn't the one with me here? He's the lead scout. I always go with him.
Hawk is covering the back of the line, so this time, I'm the one who goes with you. You'll get over it.
Why do I get the feeling I'm under surveillance?
You think nobody noticed your little stunt at the temple? Damn right we're watching you. Now shut your trap and keep an eye on our perimeter, while I keep an eye on you.
And while the captain has a nice chat about me with the Red Scribes.
It'll be a lot easier to talk to those two-faced snakes without you hanging around. Don't worry about it. He'll tell you what you need to know. And if he doesn't tell you,
The lip sync, yeah.
Thanks, Sarge.
Let's get moving before everybody catches up.
Better than some other games, to be honest.
You lot are about as discreet as a herd of hunchbacks.
It's time for the neutral elves there.
Elves were supposed to have superior eyesight. Do we look like stiffs to you, dickhead?
Not yet. But with an arrow sticking out of your throat, I'm certain that even a chatterbox like you could do a passable impression.
And you'd be the next one down.
Possibly. Perhaps I should aim for the largest target first.
Not if you want to keep both your balls.
What have we here? Buffalo in person. Well, that's a good sign.
What's going on here? Who's the scrag
Just
with
shuffle
the
them
pointy
around,
ears?
yeah.
Thanks for noticing. I try to keep them sharp. I'm called Relmar, and I gather the red-faced fat belly with the filthy beard is none other than the famous Elric, leader of the Freeborn Blades.
They call me the captain.
All the Freeborn Blades call you Captain Elric. I have no doubt that they do. As for me, I've never had much interest in titles or in military protocol. I judge people by their deeds.
His rank was granted in the field. You seem like you know enough about the Freeborn Blades to know what that means.
I have enough knowledge of your history to know that your leader has made a name for himself. So, yes, call him what you will. The fact that he is your captain concerns only you and those availing themselves of your services.
That's enough. We're not going to stand here bullshitting all night. Just what the fuck are you doing here, Relmar, you horse-tongued bastard?
Looking for you. Well, I began by searching for the Red Scribes. Prince Arundel is wounded. We had to withdraw to Valvanor, where I learned that you were expected. I just wanted to make sure you found your way there.
This is not my first walk in the wilds, arswipe. As you can see, I'm on the right path, and we've nearly reached our destination.
Captain, those creatures I told you about this morning are gathering nearby. They're probably getting ready to attack us.
Ah, well those are called chrysalids. They wait until they have gathered enough numbers, and then they overwhelm you. And it would seem your little group is attracting a whole swarm to the village.
Well, we'll give them a welcome.
Actually, in spite of themselves, these creatures do an excellent job of keeping Deadwalker scouts away without raising any suspicions. If we allow them to gather here and then massacre them, I fear we'll be moving their territory a bit too close to Valvanor, which will lead to our being discovered sooner or later. I suggest we send 1 or 2 men back. This will keep them separated and occupied while the rest make it to the village. I'm ready to volunteer, if you fear I might try and slip away. I know the area well.
Sounds like a plan to me. Vulcan, you're on it.
I want to go too. The animals and plants in this swamp are extraordinary. And the venom of these chrysalids seems very interesting. I'd love to get a chance to observe them more closely.
Sybil, that is out of the question. Have you lost your mind? It's too dangerous.
I mean, I should leave them, probably.
Come on, let her off the leash. It'll be good for her. I promise I'll bring her back in one piece.
Hope she can heal.
Vulcan, rule number 2.
We'll see you at the village.
Sybil!
See you later.
My pyromancer skill today, alright. But let's see. Another one. What can we do with this one then? Protective flames. 30% resistance for 3 hits basically. 4 hits, 6 hits. 40% resistance. Interrupt the attacker. Attack the attacker and disappear, right? Fire wave. Yeah, they do have the mana and stuff now too. Knocks down. Got the charge. 15 seconds. More damage, more time. That seems nice. Insta-cast too. That sounds good to me. Oh, wait a second. This though. Sequence of spells. Magic points when you kill an enemy. Well, actually first, since I unlocked this, might as well try to get the super stealth in. They see you pretty far though, before you even see them to get into stealth and plan. Fights menu, display information enemies have encountered and study their strengths and weaknesses. This one. That's not fights. Alright, 3 more enemies for this, that's good. And the fight stuff. Skills and stuff. Got all the data here, feels good. Probably here, yeah, fights, skeletons. Skewer Spectre and Juggernauts. I see. Sensitive to fire, particularly sensitive to fire, that's good,
They're all around us.
And do we have the reach on this? Yeah, we do. Very slow though. Die there, lady, instead of making any notes. Stop mode. Better have some heal. It's kind of hard to see what this shit is doing, to be honest. Come on. Oh shit, more. Not sure if it's a good idea there. Okay, dogs are low. How we doing? Oh, good morning. How we doing, man? She do be healing. That is very good, huh? I like that. I better get a lot of those heals then. Alright, max out the stealth then. Nah, we can get some fire. Good then. CXLSC. Back to the grind then. The usual, huh? No, it is what it is, huh? Ain't no rest for the wicked, eh?
This swamp is teeming with life. I can't wait to discover all the species that live here. There is so much to be learned.
This can help you. Adopt their attitude to your combat needs. Tactical maybe, sure. Get me back too early. Let's find out. Okay, we lost them. She be healing. That's very good. Maybe more. I killed only one. Want to pay for the yacht for big corpa. True. Who else will take care of the corp overlords? Gotta work harder. No, I assume we can't.
I thought that nature had taken over again here in the swamp, but I sense there is something else.
I guess I kind of look. Go, son. Just shoot it, lady. You can do it. Or you get fucked to yourself. There's some stun over there. This one kinda hurts. Wait, can I get all the way there? From the other side, I guess. Alright. A bunch of stuff in the swamp. I'm not sure if I should go there already. CXRSC. Come on. Thinking, you killing. I'll interrupt you though. Come on. Whatever. Get the loot. Nothing else. I'm gonna be way up after this. I mean, sure. I can get up there.
I don't think this is the right direction.
No, stealth we already do. Fine. I don't think I can one-shot. I don't think I can single them out properly here. They live, eh? Looks like some beehive here, yeah. Alright, we killed the beehive at least. Not the bees. Yo, relax. Attacks are not super clear. You did good, lady. Distracted them long enough. Longer effect. Instacast seems good to So we need to go. Let's explore here then. Ah, got noticed. No. Not really. Now we do get noticed. That's a lot of shit here. She got stuck here, seems like. Alright. You. Oh, they noticed me there. That's a regular attack still. God, man, the range attack still. Come on. Ooh, alright. Burst quite good. They burst quite good there, huh? This place again, Still, for now, doesn't feel that crazy good yet. Not like in their usual style. Last time didn't get noticed. That's good, eh? And the F5, yeah, should probably. That would get noticed though. Probably range on that. I should use the potion there. The range on that. Regular enemies a little bit better to notice what they're gonna do. There you go. I got noticed last time anyway. Yeah. You did that. Wait, you alive still, what? Have to reach me. Some link animations on death and stuff. There we go. Let's keep going here. Oh yeah, didn't get this, right? I didn't. 2 points now. Got lucky. That seems okay. Nearby chest give off a sound. Fine, I guess. Not stuck. Where are you? I ain't gonna be shooting now. What do you think? Come on. Dodging both is interesting. Insta-cast. Some orc. Now there's some orc. It's gotta go fast. I better drop me something good now. Get a perk for that. F5 is in a quick save, eh? Not F5 as in a refresh. Bro, I still notice he's so fast. Out of reach. Ooh. Out of reach. Who? Hello there. Anything else? Yabasha 5 every frame. Yeah, basically. So we're supposed to come from. It might be loot, so I'll check it out. Stunned with the lightning or something. That would be
Tom told me a lot
convenient.
about you.
Really? He's not normally much of a talker. Did you torture him or something?
No, I mean, it wasn't a big deal. I just think he has a lot of respect for you, that's all.
A lot of respect. Did it respawn? Oh, maybe from the down there. I don't remember if I was there actually. No, I think I did. Yeah, I did visit that one. So they do have this glorious respawn here. Do they really? This guy just didn't appear before. Who's the one there probably? I kill him. I better don't have it. Did you respawn? Ah, man. My favorite. My favorite in their games, huh? And how they also like spawn on top of you. So all your stealth is like pointless. Hey Focus, hello. How are you doing? Guess we can kill the beehives, huh? No problems, for free. And maybe this one we can pick. Yeah, we'll do it, I guess. I will live for now. Now you can unlive. Job's done. Defensive mode, alright. Defensive mode. Fed yourself out to the super block in there, I see. I mean, healing is also good though. Heal is not that super great yet though. Maybe later it'll be better. How's it going, Focus? How's life? Any more loot? Like, loot is not that super noticeable. Goes to some other place. Human not being attacked. That makes sense, yeah. Oh, that would make sense. This one doing there. The crit hits. And then we go for the Giga Stealth stuff. Okay, that's a different area already. This place, I haven't checked. Did we come from this one? Or did we come from another one? on. Oh, blocking there. Come on. The Giguide. I'll not even parry that stuff, really. He's a Pipiega, so that's fine. Oh yeah, nice fireball, bro. That's okay, I guess. Recovering magic with potions. Don't need that yet. Sivu, because I see and heard about this game before. Well, I mean, yeah, it's not the most popular one. Their games in general are like kind of more of a low-key stuff. And this one is, well, at least if you look at the reviews, it'll be probably the least successful. There's a reviews actually show about the sales. It's quite impressive, like seeing that they're quite like low key and everything, but you know, they function for a while, quite successfully, still around. I actually like this their stuff a lot because it's also
I hear they call you Vulcan?
like very nice, you know, size.
Look, all us freeborn blades have a nickname.
I wouldn't say bite-sized, but
Whatever we were before doesn't matter in the company.
So what do you do
still
now?
very good.
You know, I blow things up. Stuff like that.
Disrupting an action. Ability to interrupt represents physical power. Your attacks higher is the more likely your attack will interrupt target's actions. I see, alright, so like stagger and poise. Get the slicer. What does that do? I didn't even switch to this. Pipiega. 75 ability interrupt 8. Something is even better. Oh, I need my daggers though. Can get some upgrades there. That's the problem with the the upgrading stuff though. I'm not sure how the material system works, and should I upgrade stuff or should I wait a bit without upgrading everything? Still around this peak Giga Chad dev level? Well, still around for that long, I would say, is especially impressive. Yeah, 1 second. Go to the bathroom, be right back. Alright. Then yes, still around making games too. Their first mainstream looking game, I think so. Well, maybe not mainstream looking, but you know, kind of getting mainstream attention, I guess. And yeah, they're working on Greedfall 2 and everything now. Well, also finishing Steel Rising and stuff. Not long ago. Well, actually almost a year ago soon. It's pretty good, eh? Like Piranha, sorta, yeah. Pretty much. I would say, in terms of productivity, probably kind of close. Even. I would assume, eh? That's kind of nice. Yeah, different weapons and stuff too. Lost magic when casting spells, huh? That seems very nice though. 15 enemies with fire spell. Okay, so like the enchant doesn't count. Fine, we need to work on that then a bit. Get some of that fire magic going, eh? There might be potentially also, just like with Piranha, be some government investments in play. I would assume. So you guys need to finish you off with that. Hey, it hurt. Actually go defensive then. No, too late for you to go defensive. I can use light here, I see. The insane light. Take the mana. Come on. Should finish that. Independently funded by government, yeah. But indies get their government funding. I mean, I would say in many places now. I think Europe is pumping. The Broken Rose was Australian government funded. But yeah, there is a lot of opportunities now, I guess. Oh, we can't do W there. Or could, eh? Dodge. Dodge. Can we get the heal, lady? Thank you. Okay, one target down. Lady giving us some heals. Should I kill this shit first? They have the range attack though. No, there's a lot. Germany funds a lot of stuff, for example. There's actually like a whole list what they fund. They also funded the game that you certainly heard about recently called Golem. For example. Let's see. Publisher is involved, it's their game now. Is it that bad? But it's not too bad. Well, I mean, there probably are certainly publishers like that. But I thought it's not completely bad. Not all of these, at least. That's how you get Golem and Elixir. Well, Daedalic is already gone, though. Or from development, at least. They're not gonna develop anything anymore after Golem. And the second Lord of the Rings game is also cancelled. And that game got like 2 or 3 million funding. I wonder how that will go then. Government money is mostly hand off. That is true. Hands off. That's actually not even hands off. I think it's hand off. Like they literally just give you that. It depends though on the government, I guess, and how lucky you are. E500, good morning. Like here, for example, we don't really. Well, I mean, we did get some like government funding recently for, you know, the local games, and that was like, yeah, literally just like throwing money on the fan. And same goes with movies here too. Like your movie kind of fits the ideas they want to push and stuff. Here you go. And get those millions. It doesn't perform well whatsoever. It fails completely. I mean, happens. Here's more millions. Make another one. The next time I will be better. They might have insights on good practices. Well, publishers kind of bring more to the table than just money, but yeah, they also get back way more.
I still haven't thanked you for everything you did at the temple.
Well, same here, I think. What did you people do to me anyway? Where does this power come from?
Your captain asked my father the same questions. I have no idea what happened, I swear it. But we're going to do everything we can to find out.
Why is this one damaged already on here? Oh yeah, they still notice me even with their backs. The light went off and then it reignited again. The heals go in. The Acclaim point and click studio? Well, I mean, you know, sometimes studios want to do something else. Quite often it works. Like, it's not exactly about what studio was doing. It's more about, you know, do they want to put effort and are they capable? I mean, they are capable. They just need the right people. Maybe some recruiting to do, you know, and everything. I see you, alright. Yeah, I mean, they were mostly publishing recently, even in general, you know. The thing is, they probably are publisher, mostly now, right? And then they just went and made a studio, or used one of their studios that they had, just like added more people and everything with all that money, and, you know, started doing that. The other 10s fail badly. I mean, I don't really see the authorize here. So interesting. I don't really support this notion of, like, you know, if you are good at doing something, you just need to be, you know, like doing that and not anything else. Ah, that's why I brought there, right? Yeah, then there is like Obsidian just like randomly doing Grounded, which is not an RPG whatsoever. And then doing Pentiment, which is also not an RPG whatsoever, really. I'm not even talking about, you know,
This guy's fucking fearless. Let's help him out before it goes bad for him.
something like Armored Warfare, for example, that they also made, eh? That in the end kinda went bad, but that when, you know, different publisher took over from them. From developer, basically. Mana. Nice.
Despite his determination, the knight was in an awkward position. He thanks the mercenary for having assisted him in his task. If he can trust the rumors that he hears around the village, he has before him one called Vulcan. He has the pleasure of welcoming the mercenary to the village.
And you are?
The knight is called Randall, last survivor of the Order of the Ember Knights, and now protector of Valvenor, this village. The new arrival is most welcome, but the steward is waiting in the old village inn.
Sure. Well, you know, at some point when Obsidian was doing those 3D actions with the 3D action games, at some point they were like, bro, they were only making RPGs before. Why are they making these games? So, yeah, I don't think it's kind of fair and a good idea in general to just attribute some studio to making something in particular. Sometimes you need to switch around, sometimes you need to branch out. Sometimes people get tired of making the same shit every year. Imagine trying to make new things, yeah. And tell them to make a Lord of the Rings AAA game. I mean, like Disney handed out like some of like their franchises to some like indie studio to make like a platformer, you know. I think it's not out yet though, so we'll see, but you know, it's fairly normal, I would say. I mean, they could succeed, you know. Like, they failed not because they are only making that stuff, you know. If you only like frying eggs and then you decided to fry some meat, you failed not because you're only frying eggs, you know, but because you didn't look into it better, didn't check the recipe properly, you know. Didn't prepare, didn't do it right. Not because you were only making eggs before. You're making the same type of games and stuff gives you experience, but you know, you also had like stuff like BioWare, right, with amazing experience in making RPGs, and then you get something like Andromeda, you know.
It is not a beautiful place, but for the time being, it seems to be unknown to the Deadwalker army. This village has known better days. Before the war, it was popular among the rich hunters who came to enjoy the ample game in the swamps. Today, the only visitors are refugees, who are sadly too numerous for the scant resources of the village.
Music man, good morning.
House provides comfort
How we doing?
to the injured. The knight is quite fond of Mirana, the healer who runs the place. Does the mercenary see the building opposite? It was once an inn. It is now the residence of the steward, the man now in charge of the village.
This is a very large inn, considering the size of the village. There must have been many visitors before the war.
With any luck, we might get to sleep in a real bed tonight.
Sure. Yeah, but also so much headache, yeah. We also had Obsidian, that, you know, with RPGs they also did miss it a little bit at least. Not as of the failure of the Golem and stuff. It's taking a gamble. Well, I mean, yeah, and they did take the gamble. It could end well, didn't end well, you know. It is what it is. It is what it is. They could just take the was it cyanide still? Making Styx games, for example, right? Not a stealth game, just instead of like the one goblin, you take another kind of goblin in, done, for example. Sure. But yeah, they went on a gamble there. And that didn't go that well. It do be happening sometimes. We have a lot of projects right now in a kind of questionable state in general. These guys just kind of probably needed it already to push something out. Yeah, exactly, Utan. Or like Call of Duty or something. It's always a gamble. Yeah, you can see all those studios that making the same games all day, every year. And like 1 year they have something like that was very well received with a lot of reviews. Other year you have something that wasn't very good. Yeah, the quality is the same every year. It's just sometimes it doesn't go well.
How come you talk that way? Always in the third person.
The way people speak is different from one place to another, and I am from another place. The Knight's people are a warrior tribe from Algendar, and he is proud of them.
Sometimes he goes first person though.
Where can I find the steward?
As the Knight said, the steward is in the old inn, the big building in the middle of the village.
What does the steward want with me?
The captain has offered the services of the freeborn blades to the steward. The steward must have orders for the mercenary.
Shit. I'm gonna get stuck being this guy's errand boy. Damn. I knew I should have gone with the rest of the company. What can you tell me about this backwater town?
This village is a modest one, and its reserves are almost gone. Its only strength is its isolation in these swamps, but that is also its greatest weakness.
I already figured it was some kind of shithole.
That the refugees and the villagers must live together is difficult, and the situation is worsened by there not being enough food. The swamp offers protection against the Deadwalkers, but it also harbors many dangers. Its creatures often attack the village. When the knight and the elf are not there to defend the walls, the watch often leave them unguarded. Shameless.
I'm going.
Sure. Cycle Frontier is reap now, yeah. That one lived surprisingly long though. Before the Steam release, that was also like a couple of years. So I'm impressed. Actually lived long. With Bumpkin. What are you doing here?
My respects, General, sir.
Do I look like a general?
I don't know, General, sir.
If I'm asking you that, it probably means that I'm not.
Well, it could be a test to see if I'm being a good soldier, General, sir.
Then you flunked the test. You are crap at recognizing rank.
They never taught me that, General, sir. Plus, I don't see so good, General, sir.
Is there a boss guard to help you with that?
Yes, General, sir. He posted me here and said to deal with it, General, sir.
This village is condemned, and without a doubt it is better thus.
All right, we're not going to waste all day on this, and stop calling me General, sir. My name is Vulcan.
Understood, General Vulcan, sir.
I suggest you roll with it. Congratulations on your promotion, General.
Yeah, thanks. Whatever. Forget about it, soldier. I would like you to give me some information about the village.
CLSC.
What do you think of the boss guard?
General, sir, boss guard. Mason, he is a good boss. He is, competent and,
Be honest, soldier. The one thing I hate is a liar.
It's just I don't want any trouble, General, sir.
You won't get any. I'm asking you this because I trust you, and nobody else will ever know.
Okay, General, sir. Because the thing is, well, Boss Guard Mason, I guess I don't think he is a very good boss, General, sir. He insults us all the time and never shows us how to do nothing. He spends all his time drinking like a chamber pot instead of doing his patrols.
Drinking like a chamber pot?
Please, I don't even want to know. Thanks for the information. It'll stay just between us. What do you think about the steward?
The steward? Well, I don't know much about him, General, sir. But before the war, when he took care of the hunting lodge, he used to come and buy vegetables from my grandparents.
See what I
But
say.
they didn't like him much. He always spoke to them like he thought they was scum.
Trying to get into the game dev. Yeah, I mean it's interesting and all, but yeah, it is quite something. It is quite something. And you're not gonna see like anything for a while. You're not even gonna know if you did good or not for a while. Not even talking money, but like in general.
All these refugees, are they causing any trouble?
Well, it's true there is a lot of them, so that means a lot more work for us. Sometimes one of them will try to sneak in and steal some food, but we don't ever let them do that. Then again, we can't get too mad at them either. It's all because of the war. Those people are just like us, more or less, except that they lost everything. And sometimes they help us too. A couple have even joined the guard when the boss thought they was good enough. Plus there's Renko. Well, he fixed up my granddad's spade. He's a real nice guy, that one.
I see.
Yeah, well done, exactly. Like, you know, like the content creation and stuff, you can kind of like see something, some feedback, some results, or lack of them, right? And just kind of move on. And there you need to down years. Well, unless you go with like some super small games, I guess. That's probably the way to do it, to be honest. Then you can see something faster at least. But still, it's gonna be months for sure. And then seeing, you know, nothing. And then most likely, for the first time, you're also not gonna see anything, you know, monetary out of it whatsoever.
You stand in front of the swamps every day. You must know a lot about them, right?
Oh, not that much, General, sir. I never set foot out there. It's way too dangerous. Boss Mason posted me at this here gate, and that is just fine with me. There's lots of monsters out there. I can hear them, and that's enough for me. And even when there's no noise, we hear the whispering and the... well, that's even worse.
The whispering?
Yes, General, sir. Sounds like my own mama's voice sometimes. Except that she's been dead these past 5 years. Plus, I can't make out one word she's saying. And that don't make no sense. Mom and me always understood each other.
Hey Steven, good morning. Learning how to make mods for Starfield and the tools are out there, son.
Let's change the subject.
Honestly, like, I don't know,
See you later,
modding seem even like kind of like harder for me. Like when I get to learn something from scratch, at least I kind of have an idea, you know. You just like slowly build that. When you get like code, it's not even code. It's like, you know, a whole product, a whole bunch of code that you need to like dig through and change. That's like, oof, man. And I mean, anything kind of like interesting in terms of modding will be involving code, most likely. And actually making some like new area or something shouldn't be super crazy hard. making something more meaningful, that might be already a little harder. That's going Steve O's life. Now he's alive. Poisoning with daggers. That seems kinda useful. But also killing with fireballs seems kinda useful, and I already started going towards here. See, let's see. Well, to be honest, now I would say like modding is a really good way into like the game dev industry and stuff. Like it seems like a lot of modders get nowadays get recruited and everything. That's pretty good. See, Steve, I see. I'll be fine. Should be all good. Modding in that way does indeed sound kinda like a good way in. Hold on, yeah. Like if you get good enough of a project or a team to do so. I assume team is kinda quite a pain to run though for modding and everything. When you get especially like serious with Patreon and stuff, that's probably like a whole bunch of fun there. And like people with different ideas, ambitions and everything there.
It's on account of that Nigella, ain't it? I take one look at her, and suddenly it's the end of the world.
The game already exists, yeah.
Are you okay?
A group of dots, let's see. Well, that's the Giga Chad move, Foxer, for sure. If you can feed yourself for those 7 years, and if the final result is actually gonna be something that's gonna pay the bills and stuff. That is good, huh? Yeah, game already existing is indeed very nice. And just you wait when I get on the art stuff. Well, right now all the Unity streams and stuff on hiatus though until I move. There's already enough headache going on that you need to deal with there. And when I move and settle down, then we can start getting back to that stuff probably. And maybe I'll do some more even, we'll see. Kinda wants to, but also kinda need more time to do everything. They're probably already. It's breaking your shit here. Upgrade the gear, eh? So this guy.
Here we go. Another one of these hick refugees. There's nothing for you here.
Open your eyes, Smithy. I'm one of the Freeborn Blades.
Of course. I'm guessing you have need of my precious services. Alas, nothing that would truly put my talent and virtuosity to the test, I'd imagine.
such is the sad lot of the true artiste in times of war. So, what can I do for you?
I need more info about Valvanor.
And you have decided that I have a sympathetic face. It's the story of my life. Talent worthy of a king's ransom, but surrounded by cretins who only seek that which is free.
What can you tell me about the steward?
Oh, don't expect me to say anything bad about Bertolf Chambriad. I'm not always in agreement with him, but I can see that he knows his business. And he keeps the village relatively safe.
It's not often you see an elf blending in with other cultures. Are there many of you here in Valvanor?
To my knowledge, I was the only one. That is until Prince Arundel and his acolyte arrived. Does that pose a problem for you?
Not at all.
Well, it does for me. His Majesty the Prince of Imbeciles is going to bring us nothing but trouble.
Do you know the woman who runs the healing house?
Oh, of course. She's all one hears about lately. Everyone here will tell you that she's a courageous woman, fighting a noble battle. Everyone but me. The woman's insane. There are already far too many mouths to feed in this camp. Clearly, she's fully aware of this, yet she stubbornly insists on making things worse.
And the Red Scribes? Know anything about them?
Oh, certainly. A boring bunch of fusspots, spreading science and preaching the good word while never suspecting that anyone might see through their little game.
Our game? Well, pray tell, give us the details. Please, give us the benefit of your extensive knowledge.
I don't pretend to know about all their little plots. I spend very little time with them, and frankly, I couldn't possibly care less about them. But I am fully aware that pretty speeches serve no better purpose than manipulating minds. They're nothing more than noisy masks behind which hides a reality that is far uglier. The more the melody is sweet, the better it distracts you. And is there anything more disgustingly melodious than the discourse of a red scribe?
When it comes to disgusting discourse, you seem to be something of an expert.
What a nice guy. Can I see why elves isolated themselves though?
What you have for sale?
Ah, gold. So vulgar to work with. So wonderful to own.
What you have there? Purchase and sale, huh? Let's play more damage there. Quite the pricey stuff there though. I do even have like a bunch of stuff in terms of arm. In terms of the armor and everything. Seems like not yet. Devil Town again. Gotta resist. You gotta resist. Don't do this. I gotta resist that. I kinda want to like do a bunch of like the small stuff. I'd rather just do like multiple different small thingies, than getting some insane scope and feature creep. And also like, you know, ship it faster, see what happens. Small enough while waiting for art, I see. Probably inside, I guess, right? It's already loading in. Nice, hello, nice. Insane modern. That's pretty cool. Elven Greaves, alright, getting some armor, that's good, huh? Investing in the sound indicator wasn't a bad idea. This I can do.
My goodness, let's see. You're not pissing blood, you're not vomiting your guts out. Both legs are in place and they seem to be holding you upright. Congratulations. It looks like you'll pull through. And now you'll excuse me, but I have other miracles to accomplish, and not much time to devote to people in your condition.
Sure,
I
fine.
don't want to take up too much of your time, but I'd like to speak with you.
Are you wounded?
No.
Are you a refugee dying of starvation?
Hey, I'm a mercenary. We're always hungry.
Why don't you go roast a Chris alien and come back and see me when you're twisted in pain?
So I see. I'll come back when we're in pain then.
Yeah, who are you? One of them fucking mercenaries, right?
Fucking mercenary, yeah. Sounds about right.
You know what I call your lot? Ore blades. I got no time for ores.
Do some good, huh?
Maybe if you were to do something about your bad breath, the whores would let you get close to them. You know, I'm just saying.
Go fuck yourself, Oreblade. You again? I thought I made myself clear. I got no money to employ you. Now fuck off.
Let's see. Not cooperating. And it goes back. There's not a chest. It's probably the other side then. Go there. Nope. Should be here then. Very easy. Some boys here.
Oh there, Powder Man. You still didn't manage to blow yourself up?
Pretty quiet around here, huh?
Yeah, too quiet for my taste. Do you really imagine the Deadwalkers are going to forget about this place just because this swamp is dangerous?
No, but it'll slow them down. Maybe we'll see them coming.
Ha! You can bet your ass they're already here. There's something in the air that stinks, and I don't mean the locals either. I feel like the Ice Lords are watching us right now.
I have a few questions for you.
Beautiful, they say.
How are the Freeborn Blades holding up?
We left some blood on the stones in the temple, but most of the company got away all right. But if we don't get some new recruits soon, things are gonna get serious. The captain has sent some men ahead to Karalthas. I hope they manage to pick up a few recruits, and they're not too scabby.
Is there anybody in this village worth recruiting?
See for yourself. There isn't a single man amongst the guards or the refugees that knows which end of a sword you're supposed to hold. We'll just have to wait. And be careful.
So, you made it out of the temple then?
I did. I suppose my time's not up yet. I guess that'll cause more gossip amongst the youngsters. The eternal survivor. My balls. There are some days when I wish it would be over.
I tell you, you'll be the one that buries all of us. Do you think we can win against the Deadwalker army?
Against the Deadwalker army? No chance. Now, the Ice Lords, that's another question.
What do you mean?
Only that sometimes you have to try to chop off the head, you know? That bunch of walking corpses wouldn't be any trouble at all if there was no one to guide them.
I guess you're right, but I don't think that makes the task any simpler.
There was a time way back, you know, when there were so many of us in the company, several hundred, that the captain decided to delegate. So he chose 2 lieutenants. Those 2 assholes fought over how to share out the men for weeks. They both wanted to take the best men for their group. And the result? We had our asses handed to us by an army that was hardly more numerous than we were. I guess what I'm trying to say is that the Deadwalkers are just the same. You've got 7 bosses, and each one of them wants to control everything.
So if we were able to set them against each other?
Now you're thinking straight. I don't know how we could do it, but I'm sure that it's possible.
The game plan.
See you later.
A good day to you, soldier. I do believe that today is your lucky day.
And you try to sell me.
What are you gonna try to sell me?
Sell? Oh, now you're trying to make me feel bad. No, unfortunately I have nothing left to sell. Other than some first-hand information that will surely be of use to you.
Information? What information?
Hey, you know what? Some kind of reward would be appreciated. It's just that with the war, we have so little left.
Some kind of sus. But sure.
Here, take this. What do you have?
Apparently, the Red Scribes have found a way to win the war. They found someone capable of breathing fire, who's gonna burn up the Ice Lords just by looking at them.
I don't believe it. You took my money for that? You fucking with me?
I swear, it's true. Please, we're starving.
We're breathing fire
I'll
now.
let it slide this time, but don't you ever try to rip me off again, unless you're tired of using your hands.
Then we get more information though. I mean, we already paid. Better answer.
Have you ever met the steward?
He came to see the refugees several times, but I never spoke to him. I got the impression he couldn't stand us. He's the boss and we're the little people, see?
The life of a refugee can't be easy.
I've been a refugee for years. 5 to be exact. All these years on the road. And believe me, it's never easy. But this village is a pretty good place. The healing house gives us food most of the time, and we're safe. That's not bad.
How are things going with the guards?
Oh, we don't see them too much around here. They're basically here to guard the village. They don't give a shit about the refugees, so they keep their distance. And I hope for the steward's sake that he's not counting too much on them to keep him safe. I've seen lots of soldiers on the road, but as useless as them, never.
Right, I'm leaving.
Useless soldiers. More loot. There we go. Balance towards the start. Cabildera. Så det
You could at least answer when I ask you a question.
quest incoming, probably. The same people in another part of the town. And asleep. Alright, let's see. Go into the inn. The village hall, then.
Swamp is our best defense. Happily, the wildlife are just as keen on attacking the Deadwalkers as they are the villagers. But the situation here in Valvanor grows worse daily. And each new wave of refugees increases the risk of drawing unwanted attention to this jungle.
No Ice Lord scouts who find this village will ever escape to tell the tale. Of that, I can assure you. Also, my men are reinforcing your defenses. Forgive me for saying, but you have some serious weak points. Especially the defenses around that refugee camp of yours.
The arrival of the Freeborn Blades and the Red Scribes has greatly improved our chances of survival, Captain. Believe me when I say that we are most grateful to have you with us. Needless to say, your men and the Red Scribes are welcome and free to go where they will. But as for any other newcomers, our gates are closed. You must understand that our food stores are as limited as our abilities to defend our village. Until you arrived, we had but one person who was even vaguely capable of treating our injured. And the case of Prince Orendale was completely beyond her skills. And there is this beast story. Doubtless another fairy tale, the fruit of an alcohol-addled brain. Nonetheless, several of the Watch have gone missing. Something hidden in these swamps is causing these disappearances, but we cannot risk sacrificing any more of the few men remaining to us on sending patrols. Large groups entail moving chrysalids that are unmanageable. The others, quite simply, do not return.
Silence.
If I were to listen to everyone, I would need 10 times the number of men I have to verify the truth of every tale.
Enough. You must aid me to do this. I am not able to do that. Your endless wailings are unbearable.
In the name of Vulcan?
But by the gods, man, what is...
This world is condemned. The cold hath invaded its ground, its souls, and its heart. Yet here you stand, weaving your limbs like fish taken from the water, miserably shuffling about to conserve the illusion of warmth and life, and not feel the passing of your last breath, while I must endure your wailings and lamentations. Pitiful.
Vulcan, stop this nonsense immediately.
It is not he who speaks. All the fall to ruin about you. Yet you still bewail your loose bowels and vomitings. You cannot vanquish your dead walkers, no more than you can vanquish their necromancer masters. They draw their power from the very heart of the world. They drink it, they suckle it dry. Your only chance to cleanse what your own hath corrupted is to go to the World Heart and liberate it from its servitude.
The World Heart is a myth, a forgotten fairy tale, no more real than dragons or dwarves.
A myth. Continue hiding behind thy puny barricades, and thou wilt soon join thy myths and fairy tales.
Sure. how much of good intentions the demon has towards the world, eh?
Cease your pretense. I know you have returned to consciousness.
What the hell happened? I was just listening to the steward blabbing away with the captain, and then...
And then you lost control.
I don't know, it's like something in my head zapped me so it could use my mouth. But I was still there, still thinking what I was saying.
This is not the first time you have felt this presence manifest itself.
No. No, it's been there since the temple. It's also in my dreams. I think...
Interesting. It would seem that your body is host to some other entity. And it is clearly a spirit of fire.
No kidding. I got a demon in my head.
Something of the kind. In truth, I could not say what it is. Not yet, at least.
Don't make me laugh. After all, it's your disciples that let this thing out of its cage, right?
That has nothing to do with it. Do you have any idea of the implications of this incident?
Well, I mean, kinda.
If it happens again a couple of days from now, they'll all start spitting and throwing rocks at me. I guess I'll have to watch out.
I fear that is the least of your worries. Obviously, you haven't understood. The thing that is inside you, it wishes you ill. There is not enough space inside you for two souls. That demon wants your body. It will control you more and more until it has replaced you completely.
Ha! Thou thinkest I crave the body of a mortal? I am a prisoner here. My place is in the world heart.
It will not hesitate to lie to you, to tell you that which you wish to hear, so that you will allow it to consume you.
I never asked for this cage. I never asked to be forced to hear thy every thought. It is I who have been invaded.
It speaks to you. Do not listen to it. Cast it from you. If you do not resist, it will crush your soul.
Hey, take it easy. One day at a time, okay? I'm gonna take a walk.
Got the Joni Silverhand before it was cool. Choices matter? Well, not much yet, at least. I assume there will be some. There's a little bit of a different approach you can take to things. Wouldn't surprise me. Your chests, hear them. I need to loot them. Stunner. That's some Ragnarok online there. It's probably down. Or not. Maybe up. Oh, there is one. I'll do them. More. That's already not here, I guess. There's a way even higher, though. By the looks of it. Nah. That's the loot. That's the deal, dude.
Greetings, mercenary. What can I do for you?
Mr. Trader Tomb.
Can I have a look at your stock?
Potions. That's pretty much it, I guess. Let's see.
Vulcan, you must help me. The prince is dying.
Well, I'm happy to see that my talents as a doctor are finally being recognized.
There's no doubt an explosion would cure him of all his ills forever. but I was actually thinking about your connections with the Red Scribes. If you could speak to them, it would save me having the prince's death on my conscience.
I wouldn't exactly call myself a friend of theirs. But yeah, I could always give it a try. So is the prince doing any better?
Stuff, right?
He is still in a coma. He doesn't seem much better, no.
I'm going to talk with the Red Scribes, Doctor. He might know of a cure.
Thank you.
I'll leave you here.
They even have the doctor, huh?
Do you have any idea how to wake the elf prince up?
Still just right here.
Unfortunately, I don't. I think I've tried just about every remedy I know, but nothing works.
You said just about. I'm guessing that's not by chance?
It's true. There's one formula I haven't tried yet. An extremely powerful solution that requires a certain ingredient to make. An ingredient I don't have.
What is it?
A very virulent poison secreted by the chrysalid queen. But be careful you don't mix them up with the ones you usually see. I wanted to go looking for them myself, but the villagers stopped me. They say they're really dangerous. It seems they can be found along the road we took to get here. And apparently, they only come out at night.
I'll get you some.
I think we should have.
I'll be going now.
And the even morning change the time of day, alright. Well, guess then we don't. I have no helmet. I want a helmet. Yeah, whatever, keep the sword. I guess we don't really have that yet. Not exactly. Fine, we'll find it. Cure. I guess we go out first for that. Got Odins during the night.
Mercenary.
And this guy
I need
though.
your help.
The beast
to the
stuff,
villagers, there's a beast haunting the swamp, and it's attacked them several
Technically,
times.
I didn't get that quest yet, though.
I have heard about it, yes. And although I don't have any concrete information about the creature, there are some things that corroborate what they say. Even though we aren't very good at magic, we still feel it. And since we came to the swamp, we have all felt a powerful source nearby. The problem is that the source seems distorted. Corrupted. Kind of like the one the Ice Lords use. Only not the same.
I hope for our sake you're right about that. Otherwise we're really up shit creek.
We are very certain of it. But this magic could very well have transformed one or more creatures in the swamp, making them more aggressive, bigger. Who knows? Something to frighten the villagers, in any case.
So you're telling me the thing is magic and corrupted. Brilliant. Just what I needed.
So, yes,
Can I do something for you?
No, thank you. I don't need anything for the moment.
I'll be going.
Polite. Still more loot. Here. Aha, there is. There it is. Thank you guys, thank you.
Mr. Vulcan, what brings you here?
Got some work.
The captain wants me to help your village. You got a job I can do?
Thank you,
With our
thank you.
shortages of food and fighting men, our worn-out equipment and the growing lines at the healing house, I cannot deny our village is sorely in need of help. Sadly, I fear that these are not the sort of problems you're used to dealing with, unless I'm much mistaken.
Maybe I'll surprise you. So what's the problem with the healing house?
Quite simply, Mirana cannot keep up. She spends every waking minute giving out supplies to the refugees and refuses to admit that she cannot help everyone. She thinks she's fooling me. I have heard rumors that her food stock is running low. Unsurprisingly, the crowds outside are becoming restless. I believe they wish to continue handing out our food reserves as though they were unlimited. This is not the case, and thus, it is not an option.
So, you want someone to put her down?
Why, I never suggested any such thing. I just wish she would see reason, for all our sakes. But I have asked nothing of you. I was merely answering your question.
But I mean, we can help with the food instead.
Your guards... How can I put this? At first, I thought they were disobeying orders. Now I think maybe they don't even understand them. If you're stupid and incompetent, you should be digging turnips, not taking care of security.
You're beginning to worry me. Is it really that bad?
Are you kidding me? The state of their weapons is enough to make you cry. Maybe they'd be good for splitting logs.
Personally, I'm not capable of judging the aptitude of our sentries, but their poor results speak for themselves. Doubtless, you should share your observations with Mason, the chief of the watch. I should warn you, however, that he is of a somewhat stubborn nature.
Wouldn't be the first I've seen.
Or the reason, probably, though.
I need the reports about this beast that attacked the villagers.
I fear I am unable to be of help. I'm still not entirely convinced that it even exists. All I know is that several villagers have vanished. One villager is at present in the doctor's care, following a supposed encounter with the said beast. These swamps are crawling with dangers. There is nothing to suggest anything out of the ordinary. The refugees are always inventing horror stories in an attempt to force us to open our gates and let them inside.
It might be worth checking it out. You said you lost one of your patrols, right?
That is so. You should speak with Randval. He was most anxious to go out and hunt the beast down, but we needed him here. Now that we have more able bodies to guard our gates, I imagine he would be keen to pick up the scent once more.
Let's see here. That was pretty much it, I guess.
Let's talk about work.
Yeah, okay.
We'll
Fine.
talk again later.
The Order of the Freeborn Blades is of great repute, and the mercenary does honor to its name. The mercenary's powers are both astonishing and fascinating. The knight would like to duel with the mercenary, that he may judge the mercenary's strength.
Sure.
Sure. I can never turn down a good fight. But maybe we should take it outside if we don't want to break everything in here.
The knight is honored, and bows to his adversary's wisdom.
Wait for me here, Sybil. I won't be long.
The super duel. So this game is all about. Stealth will be useless. Hurry.
Hopes that his adversary will not hold back his blows.
Oh, you can count on it.
Never before battled an adversary with such power.
Just the fire
Believes
enchant.
that he could be that which is needed to change the course of this war.
You fight pretty good yourself.
Should be the
Where did you
boobs.
learn your moves? Can't believe you learned to fight like that in this backwater.
The knight has traveled far and fought many battles. He has only lived in his village for a short time.
What are you doing in the middle of these swamps when you could be making a difference on the battlefield?
The knight has fought a great many battles, but he feels he can be more useful protecting those who have nothing left.
I have to go. I'm glad we could test each other's mettle. It was fun.
Before his adversary rushes off to fight other battles, the knight has a question for him. He wishes to know if the Freeborn Blades would like him to join them.
Spawned in, alright.
I'm not the one who decides who joins the company, but I can ask the captain for you.
He has thought long on it and wishes it would be so.
Well, that's great. I'll ask him, but I can't promise you anything.
They want to recruits, so why not? Seems good, eh? I quit on this one too. And then we get multiple orbs. More orbs, crit hits. Sends 4 more orbs, huh? That's a lot of fire there, right? Sure. I need to farm it for a while longer. Okay, let's go for these for now. 2% crit chance don't sound that crazy though, but I guess. All that just for 2%. Merchant price decrease. Baker upgrade 20 things. Pure ingredients to make this crossbow. Make potions. Gather ingredients. Master craftsman. Recycling ingredients. Recycle 10. Let's see. Sea Soaker, alright. My friend yesterday also, like with his birthday, I went to work. He just like bought like a bunch of like pizzas. They had like some insane discount, like for 5 pieces. It's like super like the most basic ones and everything. And then he took 2 of them back home too. So worth. Oh, was the worth in the end then? Captain not here. Let the companion lady go away. Up here. Where was the prince? Oh, she there somewhere. There she is. Let's go.
Sybil, can I talk to you?
Yes?
Let go.
I need your help. Come with me.
If you want.
So then it's time. Time to farm, eh? Let's go ahead to him. Like, Ren brought all the stuff and he got like A gifted piece of cake, pretty much. And when there's like the boss birthday or something, or someone more important birthday, then they also like, you know, just pool money together, or like someone is like going and collecting money from everyone to buy some gift or something. And he's like, I don't need that shit, dude. I never asked for this. With them gifts and stuff. Combine ingredients. Contains superior quality ingredients. Alright, sure. We'll do some of that. Good sign stuff.
Do I have to spill it out, or should I just put my boot in your arse? Clear off!
Would you just shut your stupid mouth for 2 seconds, please? The steward sent me here to help you.
Oh, that's all I need. Don't he think I got enough on my plate? Now he sends me some ore blade from God's know where. Hey, as long as it ain't me is paying for you, hey? You want to help? Knock yourself out. I warn you, there's plenty to do.
Get to the point before I set your breath on fire.
All right, take it easy. No need to get nasty, eh? You want to help? Yes or no?
Keep talking.
Well, for a start, you could try and find one of my patrols that's gone missing. At first, I thought maybe one of those half-wits was sleeping it off under a tree somewhere. But it's been a while now. Maybe something bad happened to him in the swamp.
I guess I could go back and check.
What a coincidence. That's exactly what I was going to ask you. After that, well, I suppose a pro like you, I guess you would be useful helping out the sentries. It won't be luxury. I don't know if you've seen what we're supposed to fight with, but, wow, if you can have a word with your quartermaster to see what he can do for my lads, you have my blessing.
The benediction of a drunk. Better and better.
It's what all us fucking mercenaries dream of. All right, I'll see what I can do.
Right. We may be living in the arsehole of Virgil, but being armed like a bunch of tramps we can do without. And while you're at it, when you've been to the forge, you'll probably feel like letting off steam a bit. Why don't you go and take it out on my lads?
What do you mean?
Kick their arses so they can't sit down and get drunk instead of patrolling. And show them a couple of tricks while you're at it. A bit of training. Couldn't do no harm.
Sure.
Your men can't afford to keep their thumbs in their asses. It's time to teach them how to use those weapons.
Knock yourself out, Payblade. I'll go and shake them awake.
Doesn't seem like he went anywhere, but I guess. Are you guys gonna go? Alright, sure.
Perfect. I couldn't have done better. I reckon the lesson is gonna leave a few marks this time. Have you got time to go again? While they're still warmed up?
Sure.
Why not? Let's go.
Get the heels in. Ah, there's the loot. Super Kika there. fireball. Alright.
Even so, they are making progress. If you whack them enough times, they remember how to defend themselves. Are you up for giving them one last lesson?
Sure.
One last lesson.
Gotta heal up. I get some of this for him. Could be kinda good, huh? Mana regen is kinda slow. A lot more damage now and there. Nice shoulder butter there. Hey, Archer. Archer. Ah, come on, man. The Archers. Vanillon. They still hurt a lot though. Target. Still alive. Come on, man. Whatever.
Nice job. Of course, they'll hate you for a while, but what they learned here today will save their lives one day.
Yes, you see what I say. Are they baiting you? Are they baiting you there? Are they trying to get you debated?
Look at this. My favorite fucking troublemaker.
A lot of the villagers have been complaining about a wild beast in the area. Do you know anything?
Who knows if it's just one animal? The swamp's always been a bit dangerous. But since you want to know, one of my lads on the west gate swears up and down he saw something. And a patrol found another one tore up pretty bad. He's still in the healing house. Considering the bunch of cowards we got hiding in the village, if I was you, I wouldn't pay much mind to what they says. Or at least, don't go wasting your time until you got real proof.
Let's see, alright. No, that they saying that everything was good. Saw that one already. Been some time. Agree agree on this. Well, I mean, yeah, there surely was the hate train, but I mean, the release was fuck up. And the PlayStation like 4, you know, the previous generation release was complete shitfest. That shit was unplayable, so you know, not just the hate train there.
So where exactly did the patrol disappear?
Somewhere out in the swamp, to stop the chrysalids from regrouping too close to the village. But I specifically ordered them not to go too far.
I'll handle it. I'll go find them. Is there some place in the village where I can get your men's equipment repaired without it costing me an arm and a leg?
Only one I know of is that ass blacksmith's forge. And just talking to him usually costs me an arm, 2 legs, and both me bollocks.
Thanks for the tip.
Deserves some of the hate. Yeah, for sure.
I'm going.
For sure. As long as you can, you know, turn it around and come back from it, then it's fine. Kind of like with No Man's Sky and everything. Like you prove that you can improve, you know. Comfy birds, yeah. Yeah, it was super broken on last gen, like unplayable level of broken. Sure, PC version on some PCs were running fine. It still had a lot of bugs, especially until the first patch. You could soft lock yourself and everything completely. Like, I would say that deserves it. I would say that deserved it.
Haven't you anything better to do than bother me?
Hang on a sec. The steward himself sent me here to give you a hand.
Wonderful. I've been after him for months to get me some help, and he sends me an armed ape. You practice medicine, I presume? Your tools seem rather barbaric.
Hey, I might actually surprise you.
Really? Well, in that case, I need some black ochre water lilies, some root of varatane, and some lindidia leaves. Since you're so clever, you won't have any trouble recognizing them and bringing them back.
Insolent little puppy.
Even I would be unable to recognize those herbs without the help of my father or of Sylvan. I think that this woman is mocking you.
Is that so? Well, the fact is, I have great need of those plants.
I'm no fucking herbalist, and you know it. If you want to see what I can do, give me a shot. Either you need help and you want me to handle it, or you don't, and you deal with it yourself.
Well then, I suppose I have nothing to lose. In fact, there is something that you could doubtless do for me. I'm worried about my assistant Haymon. I haven't seen him for a while now, and I fear he might have gone into the swamps to look for the plants I need. We're forced to venture further and further in to find the plants we need. With all that's been going on lately, I forbade him from going back out alone, but the boy is nothing if not stubborn.
Stubborn? Yeah, I hate people like that.
Please find him. He's a good boy. He's done nothing but help others since he arrived. Without him, the House of Healing would be a house of death.
If I'm gonna be slogging through the swamps anyway, might as well take a look around and try to bring back the plants you need too, right? You got any drawings or descriptions?
Yes, that's a good idea. I would be grateful to you, but above all, try to bring back my assistant Haymon in one piece. He is your priority. For the rest, basically, I need food, medicinal herbs, and of course, I wouldn't say no to a few pre-prepared potions. All of our stock seems to disappear so quickly. I'll give you the parchment that I made for Haymon to help you recognize the specimens I need. He knows them by heart now, after so many trips.
Right. Plants, potions, chow, and one assistant. If I come across any elven tea, would you like a cup of that too?
That would be lovely.
Sure. Anything
Have you
here?
heard any rumors about a beast wandering around in the marshes?
They are not rumors. There is something in these marshes, and I have a patient in a coma that confirms it.
Something? What does that mean? Where can I find it?
I don't know exactly what it is. The wounds don't resemble anything seen around here before. What you seek is large, powerful, and obviously has enormous claws at its disposal. The wounded man was found west of the swamps, crawling towards the village. If you really wish to fall upon that beast, that would be a good place to start. But bear in mind the possibility that it may be the beast which falls upon you.
Sure.
Let's talk about your healing house. I found you a few health potions.
Yeah, fire.
Ah, shit. I don't have enough yet.
Okay.
I'll be back later.
Sure.
I'll take my leave. See you later.
Got the mini games. Imagine if there would be buggy mini games though, that they would need to patch. Got the shooting range mini game. That's like almost any encounter in the open world though. That will do. That will do. The letdown compared to Witcher 3. Well, the letdown I think is not exactly the reason to just like shit all over the game though. I tell you that. Like letdowns happen. You can't just constantly, you know, like dish out masterpieces. The tech issues, the shit launch on some platforms, like not shit launch, but like completely a botched launch, you know. Soft locks and other things. That deserves some of the hate that happened. Not towards some particular people, of course, right? But towards the company itself. So they, you know, kind of get reality checked a little.
So, you have returned. What is your desire?
Get that forge cooking. You've got work to do. I don't want to see so much as a dent in the guard's armor. And we need some weapons with edges that will actually cut something.
I don't even have enough materials to forge a single sword worthy of the name. Sorry, but if what you want were possible, it would have been done long ago. What's more, I'm not really a blacksmith. If you want an assembly line of weapons, I wouldn't count too much on me.
You say you're a gifted artist, and yet you're incapable of forging anything that is actually functional?
Performance artist.
The weapons that I create are more than functional. They have a style, a beauty, that goes far beyond their capacity to kill. I was simply clarifying that I have not undergone blacksmith training as such. Making a weapon, even a vulgar, unsophisticated one, takes time and can require several attempts.
So what is it you need?
Everything you can possibly bring me. Metal, leather, coal, preferably in large quantities. A dozen or so pieces of each would make a start, I suppose.
I'll take a look around and see what I can find.
Not sure about coal, but the rest we should have, I think.
I'll get you something to work with.
Lovely. You've brought me a bit of everything, and that's a start. When you've brought me twice as much, then I can begin.
Are you kidding me? Twice as much? Why didn't you tell me that before?
You must be hard of hearing. Perhaps you should get yourself a horn for your ear. I specifically told you that this was just to start with. You've given me enough to begin planning, but nowhere near enough to equip the entire guard. I must have more raw materials.
All right, I'll get them. And if I find a horn, I'll save it for you. But I wouldn't count on me putting it in your ear.
Did we get it?
I don't have enough materials.
Okay.
I'll come back.
Need more of them. As people didn't really look forward to Witcher 3. Well, I mean, it wasn't like something super anticipated, yeah, but still, I would say quite. First one maybe wasn't that popular. Second one was. Somewhat. Obviously not on the level of the third one, but still. I'd say it was. Yeah, like a whole bunch around there somewhere. Actually, wait a second. What was the dispensary resources? Yeah, that's where I need to look for some food, I guess. This guy's totally not giving us any.
So, you have returned. What is your desire?
You got any of that famous elven bread that can feed a family for 6 months?
Are you insane? Do I look like a baker? It's always the same, isn't it? Just because you have pointy ears, everyone assumes you schlep around with an enormous bag stuffed full of your land's most famous culinary delights. I'm afraid I don't. And let me fill you in on a closely guarded secret among the elven people. Our bread is disgusting. Better that you eat sand, which would stay down easier, as well as tasting better.
Damn, son.
I'll be back.
That's an excellent idea.
Considering to buy, well, I mean, they were considering before. I don't think they consider now. I mean, I guess maybe. You never know. They still plan on some acquisition spree there. You never know. I don't really have food here, so I'm not sure. Dude's not very talkative there. Made the news a few days ago. Well, yeah, because of the court case. Like, they planned to acquire it before. They plan to acquire like a shitload of studios in general. And they want to acquire anything that moves. And what doesn't move, they move and acquire.
My respects, General, sir.
I am not a... Greetings, soldier.
Nothing else about you.
I would like you to give me some information about the village.
Okay, nothing
Let's
more.
change the subject.
Oh, there'll be
See
something
you later,
else.
soldier.
I guess not exactly. Now we can try that way though. Like, I'm not sure if they're gonna be acquiring anything until they are done with the Microsoft Activision deal. I don't think there's gonna be much more happening. Need to sort one out first, I would assume. Now something about the food, brother.
Seeing as how you're pretty resourceful, I figure you know everybody here. Is there a smith somewhere around?
No, already working on it, I guess.
There is one. Me.
I should have guessed. Another con?
Not at all. Listen, I understand you might think I'm some kind of charlatan, but before being an outcast starving in the worst hole in the swamp, I was a blacksmith. The problem is that I don't have any forge or equipment. Otherwise, believe me, I wouldn't be out here begging just to survive.
Why not use the village forge?
I tried that, but that idiot, the so-called artist that works there, almost took my head off and started throwing everything that wasn't nailed down at me. No, what I really need to work right is my equipment. My forge cart.
And where is your cart?
At the other end of the swamp, unfortunately. Here, look. I'll show you on your map.
I'll get it back for you. You'll help me fix up the guard's equipment. Agreed?
Agreed. On one condition, of course. That you also get me some supplies. Let's see. There aren't that many guards, so about 10 pieces of raw metal, 10 good leather hides, and 10 pieces of refined metal should do the trick.
Well, I hope with all that, our guards will be well equipped.
Another one. I already started with another equipment one. I guess we can roll with it. Here's the crap. Then though all the way there. That's a little camp. There was some food there. You can find it that way then.
Gods, these people are amateurs. This village is about as secure as your granny's underwear. Not a single watchman at his post. It's worse than I'd imagined.
I'll deal with this, Captain.
Good. I'm counting on you. Remember, if you screw this up, we'll all be joining the ranks of the Deadwalker army as soon as their scouts find this place.
You wanted the Freeborn Blades to help the villagers. Is that still happening?
As long as we have to stay here, yes. Why?
The villagers told me about a beast. I have to find its lair.
Hawk talked to me about that a while ago. He said he'd found some suspicious-looking tracks that led back to the northern swamps.
I'll go and follow the tracks. Where's Hawk?
No idea. I sent him off to scout that part of the swamp, but he hasn't reported back yet.
Let's see.
Captain, just fought a duel with Ranville, the guardian of the village. And before you start yelling about wasted energy, I want you to know that it was him that insisted on it. He's one hell of a fighter. He hits you like he was chopping down a tree, and he can take a blow and shake it off. He wants to join the Blades.
I have the feeling that every new recruit I take on these days is headed straight for the cemetery. But considering the losses we've suffered, I suppose I can't refuse. Bring him here to me. I'll check him out.
Sure. Another one.
Captain, I wanted to ask...
Let's get a coffee going soon.
Do you really think
Coffee
we should be trusting
time.
these red scribes?
Vulcan, I'm not going to try and make this pretty. These are tough times. Thanks to this cursed war, our list of potential clients is shrinking faster than my dick when I jump into an ice bath. I get it, that after what happened in the temple, you'd like to send them all packing. This whole demon business is complicated. But we are mercenaries after all is said and done. We're not a charity. We're only as good as our clients. And you know, even if they did screw things up back there, they were right to try and find some way to beat the Ice Lords. What's the alternative? Lie down and wait to freeze?
Thanks to them, we all nearly bought it back at the temple. I'm not even convinced it was an accident.
You have a point. And since we don't want to finish up as a pile of bodies under a snowdrift, we're going to keep a sharp eye on them from now on.
Do you think the company is going to make it?
Of course. The Blades have always come through. They've existed for more than 2 centuries, and they won't give up now. Not during my watch. But to tell you the truth, we're not looking too fresh. Not with the losses we took back at the temple. And as for new recruits, it's been what? A year or more since we found anyone worthwhile.
Most of us were recruited when the war began, and there aren't many of us left. The only available recruits now are either cowards, deserters, or kids.
If we're gonna hold this village, we're going to have to do it using the locals, even though most of them look like they couldn't organize a party in a brewery. As soon as we've recovered a bit, we'll break camp and head for Carroll Pass. I already sent some of the blades ahead to see if they could find any new recruits. With a bit of luck, they'll come up with something better than one-armed, no-legged trolley rollers.
We'll see about that.
Why did we fall back to the swamp?
The Red Scribes knew of this place and said that we'd be safe here for a while. And apart from a few repulsive beasties creeping around outside the walls, it's actually quite peaceful. I don't think I'd buy a house here, though, would you? So we'll heal our wounded, try and learn what's happening to you, and then get the hell out of here.
See.
I'm leaving.
So where was the food stuff, I wonder then? Recruitment and some resources still. I'll try to find some. Maybe other box or something. They like the food laying in the boxes and then complain that there is no food. Hey, that's probably inside somewhere. It's not even through like talking to someone. Fine. Yeah, that's the food supply.
There should be enough food. We'll see what Marana says when we get back to the healing house.
Yep.
The knight heard talk of a troubling event that happened during the meeting between the mercenary and the steward.
Yeah, the short version is that I have a demon living inside of me.
A demon? The knight has never heard of such a creature. Should he be worried?
I don't think there's anything you can do to help, but I have to get this thing out of me. I just can't risk keeping it.
The knight does not possess the requisite knowledge for this, but he will be honored to help search for it.
The scribes are working on it. It's their job, after all.
The knight does not completely trust these scribes, and he suggests that his friend do likewise.
Let's see.
I talked with the captain. He wants to see you.
Oh, getting
Come on,
him with us.
follow me.
Sure. Sure. I'm gonna need to escort him there. Off we go again. This one. And the food acquired them.
Here, I got those ingredients you wanted, and some things to eat as well.
This is very generous of you. I promise you this will save many lives.
What is the point? As useless as bandaging a corpse.
That just leaves the health potions. I brought you everything you asked me for.
Yes, we are making progress. Is there anything else?
potions we get?
I'll take my leave. See you later.
Yeah. Her assistant tool. Get some XP from that. Not yet. Found some gear though. Start selling stuff already. Selling the swords. I think the main weapons, I guess. No daggers. Let's finish with this one and go get that cool flame. Days.
Vulcan, I do love our little chats, but shouldn't you be doing something?
Captain, this is Randall. He talks funny, but he can kick ass.
So, it's Randall, is it?
That is the knight's name. How can he prove his valor to you?
Alrighty then. I'm glad you warned me that he talks a bit funny. Right then, laddie. All you have to do is fight a duel with me. And do your best.
It will be an honor to fight with a man who they say has never been beaten.
If you think you can flatter me into letting you off lightly, forget about it. Like I said, do your best.
The knight hopes that he will be the first to vanquish him. He will not hold back his blows.
That's more like it. Let's see what you've got, laddie. Not bad. Not bad at all. Welcome to the Freeborn Blades, my boy. We were starting to be seriously short of fighters worthy of the name, and you fight like a man. Though you're a ways off from beating me. Vulcan! He's your recruit. You can take care of him. Go on. Away with you.
Welcome to the Freeborn Blades, friend. Don't take it so hard. The entry fight is a humiliation we all had to go through. Me included.
The captain deserves his post and his reputation. He is an exceptional warrior. The knight will be proud to serve under his orders. After such a combat, the knight will need to rest for a moment. He asks that his friend, and now brother, come to find him when he has need.
Okay. See you later.
Just gonna peace out and what the guy left the group. I need to run all the way back again. Get someone else in the group. Come on. Fine, sure. To recycle some stuff. Seems like it also gives us ingredients and it levels the ability that gives you even more ingredients later. And that sounds pretty good. Alright, fine, let's go. Since you're all here anyway.
Sybil, can I talk to you?
Yes?
Get the yields.
I need your help. Come with me.
If you want.
And the healing gonna level up and stuff on her too. That would be nice. Alright, farming resources for that guy. And most of the stuff is in the swamps now. Alright. Sure, let's go get that coffee break going. Real quick. Get catch up with the news over the weekend.